Let's go.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. My name is DomiToonami. I'm here today with a lovely guest known as FakePope. She's a VTuber. She plays Beat Saber, various streamer, all kinds of crazy stuff. FakePope, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
I'm pretty much a VTuber. I enjoy Beat Saber, and I pretty much like playing different kinds of games. That sparks my interest.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to discover a little bit more about you today, Pope. One of the things that we have here is we've taken to the community to ask a couple questions to see, you know, what about you they're kind of curious about, right? So, me stupid. I just saw you in the chat.
I can't believe it's in the middle. What have I done? Oh no.
Yes, you are now forever in the middle with the chat. So we're gonna start out with a couple questions here. One of which is, what is one thing that you wish that you had known when you began your career on Twitch?
If I remember correctly, I started trying to stream maybe 10 or 5 years ago. And one of the things that I was definitely missing when I was streaming was joining like communities with the game that I was playing. Like, for example, I was playing Final Fantasy 14 and I was in no community whatsoever. So it's like nobody actually knows who I am. Nobody knows what I do and such. And another thing that I wish that I've known is definitely putting overlays on my stream, making the stream look different from everyone else, you know?
That's completely understandable. Putting an overlay on your stream is probably one of the most underrated thing that you could probably do. I would definitely recommend everybody to look as good as we do today, if you don't agree. Anyway, FakePope, that was a pretty good answer, but I do have another question for you here. What about scheduling? Like, how difficult is it to really get off the ground? I think a lot of people are, including myself, like super excited to start streaming. You just kind of like put a video game in and go, and then you might experience like, well, crud. I mean, I'm sitting here streaming and there's like nothing's happening. You know, what kind of experience do you have with that, with scheduling and growing yourself?
Honestly, before I became an affiliate, I actually tested how many people would watch me during different times. So I tried streaming from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. before. And other days I've streamed like at 6 a.m. Other days I start my stream at 12 p.m. And I've noticed that I actually have more activity during 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. when I just started. So that's when I started setting my schedule on those times and also certain days. And I don't think I would have been able to do this kind of scheduling if it weren't for my job, because my job is kind of like 24 hours, 25 hours a week compared to a 32-hour job. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's very interesting. So with having a lenient job and being able to kind of schedule yourself around just about anywhere that, you know, any time that works and benefits for you, what would you say for somebody looking to start their own schedule? Do you have any tips for them?
Definitely. Like when you want to schedule a time for a game that you want to play, look at the game category on Twitch and see how many people are live during those times, and then if they're try to find the right time that has the most views of the day, because the more viewers are in there, the more chances of you getting discovered.
I think that's excellent advice personally. I wouldn't have thought to do that myself. I mean, sometimes I just get on here and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stream, and if you're going to watch me, good. If not, well, well. But to take it a step further and to look at, like, you know, when somebody actually has the time to watch you and when it benefits both you and your viewers to give you a better chance, that's pretty calculative. Honestly, I'm impressed with you, Pope.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I just figured that out because it's like I'm like when I watch other people, it's like they have the most views. Like, oh, they're very interesting to watch. I'm not gonna watch anybody else right now, kind of situation. And so that's what I look into first. And then at the same time, if there's not a lot of people on that time, it's I kind of have to I have to try to figure out a balance between those days because it's like if there's someone really interesting on, there's gonna be a low chance for me getting discovered. But when there's like very few famous people on with a lot of views, and then there's not a lot of people also playing at the time, that's when I try to start my stream. I don't know how to
That's
explain it properly.
No, I think you explained it very, very well. I personally understood. I think I understand fairly well anyway. So we're going to go on to a next question here for you, Pope. One of the questions that came from your community, I believe, is what made you want to make maps for Beat Saber? I think that's a pretty good question. And even I don't know that information, so that'd be great.
I really wanted to map because there was there's this one musician that seems underrated, and I want people to hear that person's music. And also, I kind of wanted to play a map with that person's song. So I started mapping from there, and then everything just keeps getting more interesting and fun. And I kind of got addicted to seeing how many people upvote the map and how many people download the map. So that's how I got sucked into mapping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it all starts
Interesting.
from a musician.
It all started from a musician.
Mm.
Excellent. So, one of the other things, we have another question that came from your community. And I actually don't think maybe I have, correct me if I'm wrong. I may not have asked you this question before in our times being good friends, but why the name FakePope? That's like, what did, you know, I might have asked, I don't really remember, but I might have asked, but like, what is the cause for FakePope? What made you name yourself FakePope?
Well, my original name was like SBK on Twitch, and before that, my other game names were like Cherry Skittles and Dentine, anything like junk food. But then one of the games I really wanted to play, all the names that I wanted were taken for some odd reason. And then the classes that I wanted to play was a healer. And one of the things I thought of is like, you know what? I don't feel like healing too much. I want a DPS. And I'm like, aha! I'm a fake healer. Fake Pope it is. And I ended up with Fake Pope. And then in regards for Twitch, why I ended up with the name Fake Pope on Twitch is because I did a commission on one of this person who did my first what do you call that, image for my Twitch. And I forgot to tell them not to put it as not to put it as Fake Pope but SBK because they saw my username as SBK on Fiverr. No, not SBK, Fake Pope on Fiverr, and then they put Fake Pope, and then I can't revise it, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine, I'll change my name to Fake Pope, and then I realized that I can't change my name for 2 months, so I'm like stuck with Fake Pope for Twitch, and here I am.
I can't believe that you actually thought of changing the legendary Fake Pope to SBK. Like, I don't know. I know you as Fake Pope. I've met you as Fake Pope. For you to change that,
No,
I think I prefer Fake Pope.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a great mistake. Yes.
As I'm sure, you know, that's probably what my mom would say about me. I'm a great mistake.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a great mistake.
Don't worry, I'm a great mistake too. Yay!
No, I want to be the only great mistake here, Pope. Me.
Me.
No,
Me too.
me.
Let me join.
I swear. This is my mistake, not yours.
I want to join the group. I want to join the group of great mistakes, please.
All right. I guess I'll let you in every now and then. I guess so. Okay.
Oh, hi Ram. Hi Tofu. Hi Lysis. Hi guys.
Yes. Hello, everybody in chat. Welcome and thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. We're going to go over some more questions with your lovely FakePope. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Maybe we'll be able to get to them and ask FakePope them during our live stream today. So we're going to move with another question because we still are making some pretty good time. So this is a question that comes from your community. And you kind of answered this a little tiny bit with like why you make maps for Beat Saber, but I don't think you went into enough detail. What initiated you to start lighting the maps? So we know you create Beat Saber maps, but what makes you tick on lighting maps? I've watched you. Let me clarify. I have watched you in your live streams making these maps, and they are not only confusing, but you got like some coding going on in those things. They to me not only are brilliant, but they're also exceptionally difficult, I think. So yeah, I would love to hear what makes you intrigued to do map lighting.
I at first I didn't like lighting because they weren't as unique until I find out that you could actually custom color and custom design the lights. First, I kind of learned it from another streamer called Alice XIV. And when I first started it, it's like I did not like it because I did not understand a lot of things at all. But then there's this other streamer who's actually a professional lighter on Beat Saber named Lonely8174. They showed me one of their light shows, and that triggered me to want to light more because their lights were freaking amazing. And then I began learning how to do the custom light slowly but surely. And then everything started to get a little easier and faster, and lighting just became like coloring a book. It's fun.
Oh, wow. Coloring a book. As simple as that, huh?
Yeah, super relaxing.
Oh.
Very good.
Very Tourette's inducing. So that's a pretty interesting. I never would have taken you for somebody who would have find coding and color coordinating not only relaxing, but easy. I mean, I look at that stuff when I watch some of your streams, and I'm like, geez, I wouldn't.
I mean, I'm still afraid of coding.
You're still in there like swimwear, though. Don't get me wrong.
I'm just on the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, You're gonna come out with some new crazy flavor next week, I swear.
Uh-oh.
So let's go to another question. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more of a deeper rooted question, more serious. I think viewers might like this one. But what is your biggest failure as a streamer? What do you think that would be?
I haven't had one yet, but I do have regret. I do have a regret, and I still have that regret. I think I don't have enough engagement with viewers compared to other streamers, and sometimes I lack confidence. That's for sure. I need a little bit more confidence so that I can make my stream a little bit more exciting for everybody. But yeah, that's the one thing I'm still trying to work on. I haven't found any failures yet. I'm trying to avoid failures. That's for sure.
Well, that's very good.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful way to put it, that you have some of these things, these hurdles that you are trying to overcome. You're also self-aware enough to understand that these things exist.
Yeah.
And I think that is in part what makes you truly stand out above a lot of these other creators, Pope, is sometimes when I tune into your stream, let's backtrack that. Sometimes when I tune into anyone's stream, you can imagine the kind of toll life takes, but it's about the creator and how they pursue themselves and their future that really rubs off on the initial visit. So if I come into your stream today, you say, hi, oh my gosh, hello, I can't believe you're here, and you smiley and happy, right? And if I go into your stream a week from now, you're going to say, Hi, oh my god, so good to meet you. Oh my god. You know, and even though I've been there for a while, it still feels exceptionally welcoming. Sometimes when you go into other individuals' streams, they kind of get used to you and they just say, "Oh, hey, you're back. What's up? Glad to see you here." You know?
Oh,
And
I kind of have that kind of mistake every now and then.
which is, I mean, that's to be accepted. You know, that's a thing. You know, it's okay every once in a while, but when it's the usual, I definitely think through my five-year streaming career, I've made that mistake countless times, over and over and over again. Is sometimes just not welcoming people, because the people who are coming into my stream most likely had a way rougher day than I did. I get to stream, they're not streaming. So, you know, it's imperative to take care of your friends. That's basically what they are. So I'm glad that you see it that way. It's really inspiring. I like hearing it.
Oh, thank you. I kind of like to think, like, when I see my VODs that I like, that I feel happy. That's what I like to do. That's the kind of image I want to leave. You know?
It's a good image to leave for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like, how do I explain this? I like to present myself in the way that I want to see myself.
That's very beautiful, Pope. All right, I didn't know it was a fake poet too. Jeez.
Poet? What do you mean poet?
I said I didn't know you were a fake poet too. Jeez, you're a fake pope. You're a fake pulp. Now you're a poet on top of it.
Gosh, all the rhymes.
Of course. So another question that we have here that comes from your community is, what is the origin story of your avatar?
Well, you see, I have this picture that on my phone that's so cute with a fox that looks like it's smiling. And then I always have that on my phone to make me happy. So I love foxes. I love foxes a lot. And I like lazy shirts. I don't like tight shirts. So this is the kind of baggy shirt I have normally. Well, most of the time, actually. And in regards to how I ended up with this avatar, I literally just... It's not an exciting story. I just went on VR chat, find the nicest looking avatar, and I just asked him to change it to a fox. And that's it. Surprise!
Oh my goodness. I like how you're so simple at things. It's really inspiring. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to that guy. I like that avatar, but can you make it a fox? That's all I want. I want literally that avatar, but it needs to be a fox, please. Oh my gosh. And you have a picture of a fox on your phone to make you happy?
Yeah. You want me to send it to you?
Yes. I think we all need to see this fox.
On. Let me get on my phone and send you the picture over here.
Yeah, Tofu, I definitely have to agree with you. Probably the laziest origin story I've ever heard in my entire life.
I see it. I see the picture. Look at it. It's so cute. I wish I could be as photogenic at this fox. I swear.
That is an absolutely adorable fox. We're going to have to somehow get that in here right now. Hold on. Let's add a little display capture on this. Okay. Look at this little fox.
It's so cute.
Right there. Absolutely adorable. Love it. I think I might, I need to find him a home. It's going to stay up the entire time.
I know, right?
It's too cute.
Phone screen. Wallpaper.
I'm trying to see a resemblance here, and I'm seeing a cheap resemblance. Yeah, you don't look enough like a fox to me.
Here.
All right. Let me take that down. It's causing problems. Oh man. All right, where were we? Yes. I have another question for you.
Ah.
So, we kind of went over like the ideas of when to schedule and start your stream and what kind of categories to look in for. What kind of mental advice would you give someone who's wanting to pursue a career like you on Twitch?
One, never started as a career, only started as a hobby. Only time you'd ever consider it as a career is when you're in desperate need. Okay? That is the rule of thumb. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like I've there's a lot of streamers out there, but not many of them are like at the top. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah.
really low percent chance to get a career on Twitch. And you
Mm-hmm.
definitely need to focus on having a lot of media to spread to make people see you so that you get people to view you. So that takes a lot of time. And yeah, you kind of need money to do that, so you kind of need to keep this as a hobby till you get everything stable. Okay? Okay, yes. But
Okay.
another thing,
No,
but
Pope. I was told that I could be the best streamer that there ever was, and I'm gonna be that streamer. Ugh.
you've been given false hope. I'm kidding. No, that's not false hope. You just gotta have you,
You're so mean to
you
me. You
really
see how mean you
need
are.
to hassle for that too, because every time you stream there, you may have encountered you may end up encountering people with negative vibes, and that actually affects you as a streamer. So you kind of need to, not only as a, but if you want to go as a career for that, you kind of need to meditate every time you start a stream, because you can't really show your negative side to a hundred and or 1,000 people, you know.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Tofu, stop calling me out. I see you. I see you.
hey, we're you noticed that.
He knows it. He knows my tricks. Leave me alone. I had 3 hours to set this up.
But yeah, definitely. As soon as someone who wants to be a streamer, not as career or hobby, or just be a streamer in general, always be
Mhm.
always try to be very welcoming when someone comes in. Like you said a while ago, how you said that when you come into another to a random person's stream and they say hi, how are you? How's your day? Kind of thing. They, it keeps them happy. It keeps them there. They feel well. It's nice to keep viewers feel welcome. You can't really because I've seen streamers. I go to their stream and they're like, "Hey, hi, what's up?" And then they start cussing and then saying bad things about the game, or like how they hate the person that they're fighting against. It's like, oh, I don't like it. I just moved to another streamer.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I mean,
You really need to be passionate, or you really need to love the game that you're playing.
yeah. Why don't we ask some of the viewers in our chat if they've ever experienced stuff like that and what their kind of opinions are and takes are
Yeah.
on going into individuals who stream and trying to have some kind of, conversation with them, and long and behold they're just like, like a dry fish. I don't know. A dry fish. I guess it's terribly. It's a dry fish. Who wants to eat a dry fish? Literally no one that I know wants to eat a dry fish. But
If it's
I've encountered that too. I've encountered going into someone's stream and being excited. Heck, sometimes even having a few extra dollars to spend, and I'm like, I need to spend my money, and it's on a streamer. And I'll get into some streamers, and it's just not as exciting as you might expect. They're just, hey, yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, whatever. So I can definitely agree that I've I've met a lot of streamers like that, and a lot of streamers who even come in to use some of my services and stuff will say, you know, I'm struggling. I'm not getting the viewership that I think I deserve. And I say, okay, well, just stream a little bit and I'll catch you when you're live. And then I go into some of their live streams, and unfortunately, they'll just greet me with a, hey man, what's up? It's like, okay, well, maybe they know me, right? And then somebody else will come in. They're like, hey man. And it's like, well, like what are we supposed to do here? Like, I know you're streaming, but if you want to make something special out of this moment, you need to make it special. You can't just imagine it. Like, you're spending too much of your time daydreaming about how your life should be instead of actually enacting how it's supposed to be. You know, you have to put it in the actions.
Funny thing what Tofu said about vibes too. Like, you can't pretend to be happy when you're streaming. You actually need to feel happy because they'll feel it. You have to feel excited. You have to be how do I say this? Not the word desperate. I don't know the word for it, but it's like you need to feel happy showing yourself on the stream, or else they will feel it. They will feel the vibe, the quote unquote vibe.
Yeah.
If you don't feel good that day emotionally, and then like you just don't want to stream, but you're just gonna force yourself to stream, don't do it.
Very good advice.
I stream because I like it. That's why I stream too much. I think I stream too much. I need to tone down.
Yes, out of all the people that I know, you stream the absolute most. Like, probably too much to even be healthy. You have a career, you stream, you rub people, which is exhausting. That sounds wrong, but it's true. But, you know, sometimes a break is a necessity.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard for me to make a conversation sometimes, though. Not gonna lie. I'm still struggling with that. Like, I try to remember our conversation with other people, and I talk to them about it, and after that it just stops. It's like, oh no, I don't know what to say. I'll just keep whacking boxes. Oh, look at the tail. It's waggly.
I'll just keep whacking boxes. I like that. Well,
but you know what? Because of that, I try to make it a little bit more engaging because I don't talk a lot. I use my voice because I know my voice is kind of an advantage, even though it's kind of cursed for me. And I also try to put more channel points so that people could use the channel points to see me do wacky stuff.
It's very good that you actually instill stuff with channel points. It's hard because Twitch will enact those things. Like, back in the day, those didn't exist. And sometimes what you'll do is you'll look at some of the new stuff that comes out from Twitch, and you'll just kind of look over it. And it's been around for how long? How long has the channel points been around now? Probably like 2 years, a year and a half or so. And I've noticed myself like using it all the time now. And especially mainly because of your channel, because you've taken the authority of making it something worth actually using. Because like myself, I've even overlooked those channel points and just didn't do anything with them because I didn't see a value in them. But you immediately started to create something around it and utilized it, and it gives that much more engagement into your channel, and it definitely helps out that much more because you play to your strengths, and your voice is amazing. The crazy little weird things that you do with it, it's off the charts hilarious. But yeah, I definitely think you're smart in playing to your strengths and understanding your weaknesses and trying to get better at those. Because I mean, everybody has a weakness, right? But it isn't until you admit that weakness and start working on that weakness, then you'll start to become a better individual, better streamer, or what have you.
Tofu stream. I can't help. I'm looking at I'm looking at Tofu's question and his comments. Like, oh my gosh! And then who's that person? I can't read that name. It's it's dark blue underneath the black screen because I'm on night mode. He's
Mm.
saying like I do feel like it's hard to keep conversation going. But I heard Domi once say that even if chat isn't interacting, you gotta keep talking about anything. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know what to talk about. I have a boring life.
Hey, Twin Mold, long time no see. Twin Mold is actually a really awesome old school viewer. Back when I had merch, I had like a cup and shirts and stuff for sale, and he bought all of it. He was one of my biggest fans back in the day, and is still an amazing human being. He's a firefighter. He's the guy that you want to come over to your house when you have a fire. He's big and buff and sexy. Okay, I've said too much.
Wow.
But it's no more. Ooh.
Yeah, I do Uwu streams. I actually used the community challenge so that I could have Uwus activated.
That's pretty great. You make me blush, of course, of course. All right, so we do see some questions in the chat. Keep those questions. We'll come back to those in just a moment. We're going to go with another question that was submitted by Pope's community. Pope, you have a question that says, what type of person or what type of animal would you keep, a cat or a fox, in the house?
Depends on how large my house is. If it's small, I got no choice but the cat. But if it's a large house, I'm gonna get that fox.
Okay, so
Yeah,
how large does the house
needs
have
a
to be?
place. For a fox to live, I want to give the fox 3 acres. So that's kind of a struggle.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of acres.
Yeah.
Aren't foxes dangerous to keep? I don't think so.
No, they're not dangerous to keep. They do get sad if they stay in the house though. That's why you're gonna have to have them outside roaming free.
All right.
There are hybrids of foxes that are tamed to accommodate human, like the white and black fur fox. Those are very kind to humans, or very interactive to humans.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure chat would know a lot more about foxes than you or I would know, right, Pope? That's always how chat works.
Yeah, that's how chat works. That's how they Google things, you know. We can't Google what was streaming, you know.
It's so true. Twitch chat's best chat. So let's go on to the next question. What are some of the best resources that have helped you along in your streaming career? So resources being like, I don't know, like Discord. Discord's a resource. Do you think that helps or hinders your stream? And is there anything else you can think of that maybe helps or hinders your stream? Like, tell us the good and tell us the bad, if you can think of any.
So all the resources that I use is from YouTube. So there's Stream Elements, there's Streamlabs, there's DomiToonami that I use as a resource. And then in regards for YouTube, I sometimes randomly watch people talk about how they do their streams and what not to do. But most of the time, I always watch this guy by the name of Alpha Gaming, and he gives some of the pointers. I try to keep them as my own as well, and they've been working. I don't use all his pointers, but most of it, yeah. So that's my resource. YouTube's my resource, and watching other streamers are my resource as well. I actually study and look at them, what they do good, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then I I do what I like. I do the things that I like on my stream. There you go.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
that seems fairly resourceful. Is there anything you think you've tried as a resource that actually kind of hurt more than helped?
Yeah, actually, it's from another streamer. I can't really mention it, but it works really good. It's just I'm not good at it. It's the program kind of makes a lot of errors on my end, so I kind of had to stop using it. But basically, it's a program that lets you, when you click a channel point, it does something on your screen. Or like it's kind of like a stream. Was it Stream Elements or Streamlabs? I think it was Streamlabs program where when someone types something, something appears on the chat, or like a soundboard activates kind of situation. It was that kind of program. I tried to use it, it didn't work out well on me, and it took me at a disadvantage because it keeps making my computer work slow.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting. Do you know what that program's called? Do you remember?
Well, I can't say because it's the name of the person who made it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to hurt their image.
No, that's okay. Hey, you know, it's sometimes it's rocky beginnings. We won't mention it because it's their name, but you know, rocky beginnings. That's a thing. Yeah, I definitely always like to think. A lot of us as humans make mistakes, and we're in a time where it's hard to make mistakes and have a comeback. But I take the Bob Ross approach. I mean, happy little mistakes. If you didn't truly end someone's career or desperately hurt someone, if you just made a genuine mistake, I think it's okay. And in the future, maybe they'll make a program or make the same program just work better. You never know. Okay. So let's see. We have some questions from the chat we can go over. We have, what's Pope's opinion on all the cursed songs and images based after Pope? The Pope banana. That is probably my favorite cursed image that I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. I like and hate them at the same time. Because they're so embarrassing, but I like them because it's content.
Oh my god. She likes them because they're content.
That's pretty much it. But like for the maps, oh my gosh. If people like playing them, good for them. But I don't really like playing them because I hear myself, and it's so embarrassing.
Another question from the community. This one's from Z Bolt Lightning. Would Pope ever consider redoing the avatar in Blender and making it high quality?
I would commission it, but I won't spend my time on it. I can't. It's too much. It's too much for my work. With me work and my brain can't comprehend Unity, so yeah. If I'm gonna make it high quality, I'll hire someone.
You'll hire somebody. So in the short interim here, she means, please donate. I am a poor individual who can't afford a high quality avatar like DomiToonami.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I guess. But no. It's okay. I'll use this. I'll use the tips from my work. It's all good.
There you go. We'll put a goal up, and instead of a webcam, we'll put an actual avatar. Let's see. We have another question here. Why did Pope get interested in lighting so suddenly? Lightning, I believe actually we answered that question not too long ago. So when this is posted to YouTube, you'll be able to kind of see her answer there. It's actually fairly interesting. Definitely worth a watch. So we're going to move along to the next question that we have here. Okay. So Pope, here's an interesting question that I have. If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that maybe I didn't?
What would that be? You know, I thought I gave you all the questions, but I guess I didn't. I would say, were you originally this kind of personality, or did did something in your life change that made my personality like this? I guess that's the question I give myself.
Wow.
Yeah, cause I don't, I never was like this before. I guess it's because after got out of the office work and then I started working as a massage therapist, I guess my soul just felt lighter and better, and life felt
Wow.
more simpler, and probably because of VR chat.
So
Yeah, VR chat made me express more of myself, and it kind of helped me become who I am.
so that's a really interesting. You mentioned about VR chat and getting out of school and getting your career.
Hmm.
I'm curious. Go into more detail because we know who you are now, Pope, but we don't know who you were, and we don't know how strong you've became from overcoming some of these hurdles. So, do you care to share any of those with us?
Maybe a little. Basically, when I work at a car dealership, you kind of have to deal with a lot of discrimination, so you have to kind of toughen up. So I was a bitch. I was a I was a big bitch. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh no!
Oh, poor
And
Pope.
I had
How
to
could you
force
be rude
myself.
to Pope? We
I
must find
I
them.
had to. I had to force my voice to be low. So and then because even when it was high school, it was a private school and all that. Everything is constrained, and then sometimes people mock you for some things. So I try to force my voice low every now and then. I try not to talk too much. And but now it's like I don't care. This is my voice. I think it's okay. I think it's good. I get no discrimination. I'm pretty happy.
Wow. So people kind of shaped you into being a little bit of a hard ass, huh?
Yeah, I didn't
Well,
like myself either back then, so.
aw. Well, you've
Mhm.
grown to be an absolute amazing friend, one that is irreplaceable for sure. And
Oh,
the community obviously feels how much you care about them individually,
mm,
and they stick around. We stick around. You have the
oh.
personality, and as goofy as your voice is, it's always a pleasure to hear coming into your stream screaming somebody's name, or
Ah,
probably the best most recent thing is whatever that song was that just repeated the same like three words over and over and over and over again in Beat Saber. Probably lasted like 5 years. Oh god, it was awful, but I loved it.
Nyan Nyan?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I don't know. It was like three words, and you kept saying it over and over and over while you're playing Beat Saber. The song wasn't very hard, and you were apologizing to your neighbors because you were so loud.
Oh, yeah. I could actually hear from. There was one time I was like singing it, and then the neighbor above me, I actually heard it was a dude too. So freaking noisy. I heard that. It's not a whisper, but I could hear. That's how I heard it. It sounded like a whisper. Like they said, so freaking noisy. I'm like, oopsie doopsie. At least
Oh
you're not
my
knocking on
god.
my door. It's all good.
Okay, let's see. Well, here's a question from your community. Bolt Lightning is asking,
Uh-huh.
Pope, if you had unlimited resources to make your stream better than they are, what would you first change? So this is something that your stream is maybe held back by spending too much money on something. And
Mm,
and what is it that you would spend the money on to make it a little bit better?
that's a really good question. As a VTuber, obviously, I'd spend a lot more details, or like I'd hire someone to do better on my avatar. And That's the one thing because I already have my overlays is set. I'm not gonna change anything on those. I'm not gonna change anything on my emotes. But if there's always something that needs improvement, it's definitely the avatar for now. And for something in regards for money, you know what? If anything, if I have unlimited resources, I get an editor for YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's fair
Yeah.
enough.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Oh.
try to aim for a thousand, a thousand subscribers on YouTube, and then I used the YouTube community to spam all different kinds of hashtags and get 1 million views. A special hacks for you all.
Yep,
I'm not in the
you heard
thousands,
it.
so
You heard it here first. Once you get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you just have to spam a ton of random hashtags. There you go. You heard it here first. All right.
thank you to Spoos. I forgot. I can't pronounce his name, but he's also a YouTuber that found out how to hack the algorithm of YouTube.
Huh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, what's it like having 2.5 thousand followers on Twitch? Has that changed your personality at all, as well as some of the other stuff that you mentioned?
No, no, I haven't. It hasn't really changed me. It kind of makes me happy though.
Well, that's
It
good.
makes me happy that that I'm doing something that makes people happy. That's why they follow, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a good thing to do what makes you happy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shotgun a couple of random off-canter questions at you. Are you ready?
Bring it.
All right. What's your favorite video game right now?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Wait.
Colors exist? What? Colors?
Wait. Pink. I like pink. I like pink. I enjoy pink.
Okay.
And sky blue. Yes, rainbow.
pink.
I love the color of rainbow.
Oh my god. Okay. Favorite Twitch emote?
Kappa.
Favorite saying?
Oh, wait, a saying. Wait.
Yeah, favorite saying.
Give me an example.
Crunchies.
No, not crunchies, but a say. Oh, you mean what I say, or like any random?
Yeah. What, anything that, like a quote or something that you say?
Oh, onyo.
Onyo.
Onyo. I like that one.
I would have to say, oh, not a pickle rig.
Oh, not a pickle day. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I almost got you to say it. Oh, jeez. Back in the old school VR chat days. Those were some days. I'll tell you what. Staying up real late. Oh, man. The crazy people we meet.
Stay up so
Woo.
late.
Oh, man.
Remember that alien that kept breathing so hard in Beat Saber World? That was so weird. He's not talking, he's just breathing hard while playing Beat Saber.
You have to elaborate to the chat because that moment, they can't live in that moment, but they need to understand.
So before we even start, I think were you really playing Beat Saber then, or not really? Because I don't think I was. I
No.
just started noticing what Beat Saber is. We were in the Beat Saber world, and then we were playing. All of a sudden, this random alien avatar came in, and he's just breathing hard, like not saying anything. Took the sabers from us and starts playing Beat Saber, and we're just watching him. And as the moment went by, his breathing keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier. We're just looking at each other, it's like, the heck is this?
We're trying to be so polite to him too, and he just wouldn't say anything. He was just like waving and stuff. He picks up the Beat Saber sticks, goes on like the hardest song. He's just
That's how it sounds like too. It's so bad.
like, and it got faster and harder. We're like, guy, are you okay? Like, maybe you need to stop playing Beat Saber for a minute because you're like about to pass out.
He's still going at it. It's like, okay then.
Yeah.
You do you, buddy.
I mean, to be fair, that was like us when we first started playing Beat Saber. We're basically like asthmatic smokers.
Right, but at least we talk.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So we have a few more questions here. Let's see. Anytime you find something funny that you wish you were recording. Oh, that's actually a good question. Are there times that you do things or play video games or whatever that you're like, oh, I wish I was recording that?
Yes, a lot of times. Most of the time it was on Hunt Showdown when me and Hat were playing. We did so many good plays, or like how we do so many accidents, it's not recorded. It's like, ah!
It's like trying to do that magic like throw card trick and you're missing, and then finally you get it and you're like, oh, but nobody's there to witness it. It's like, oh,
Nobody's
man.
there to witness it. Or
Yep.
like when there's a bug that happened in the game and you wish you recorded it. Oh my.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's always the
Yeah.
best. That's always the best. All right, let's see. What else do we have for questions? We're coming pretty close to the end on some questions. Let's see. Do you have anything to add while I go through and look for one other thing here? Do you have anything you'd like to add, Pope?
Well, wait, what am I adding?
Any kind of questions? Something that your viewers may have requested that I might not have seen?
No. I could think, but it was out
Actually,
but it's gonna take a while.
I see one right here. Why is Pope so bad at driving?
Listen here, you little I'm not bad at driving. I'm just bad at controlling the controllers on my game, okay? I have no record. I have 0 records of accidents. 0 issues with my driver's license. I am a good driver.
Oh,
So I
my
hope to be.
goodness.
I do get honked at though every now and then.
Oh, then you're not a good driver.
No accidents, though. No accidents.
Just because Pope, just because you have no accidents doesn't mean. Oh my goodness. It's like saying somebody has a lot of kids and they're really good at doing the do. That doesn't mean anything. What? You know what? I see this question. I gotta ask it because I'm curious too. Hey Pope, when are you going pro at Rainbow Six Siege?
Never.
Oh, whenever? Let's go pro right now. I'll contact Twitch. I'll contact Twitch right now. We will send you. Yes, we'll send you out. We'll make sure that you get what you rightfully deserve because you are a professional female gamer. Yes.
I want to be pro in Hunt Showdown.
Hunt Showdown.
Yeah, the game that I've been playing, the FPS game where you hide and you.
I know what
everybody is, and then you shoot them.
I know what Hunt Showdown is. Yeah, I know what it is. But like, why Hunt Showdown?
It's fun.
You want to go esports and Hunt Showdown?
Esports? There's no esports for Hunt Showdown. I just like Hunt Showdown. It's fun. Or maybe I could learn a little bit of war. What's that game you're playing? Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah. Call of Duty. Yeah, that's Devin's favorite.
I just don't feel like downloading it because it's such a big download.
Yeah, that's true. So then you actually are really enjoying the Hunt Showdown game. Is it a lot of fun then? Because I was thinking about getting it.
It's really fun because you get to do different things in there. Like you can either choose to go for the boss and kill the boss and run as fast as you can. You could be sneaky, wait for those guys to kill the boss, and then get the boss bounty, and then run away with it, and then get chased by those people. Or you could try to kill the people that took the bounty right on the spot, or you ambush them. So those are the different styles you could do in that game.
Huh. So you have like a different way that you can play all the time.
Yeah.
That's fairly interesting. I have another question for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. It's okay.
No, you first. You first. I'll ask you the question
Oh.
after you're done talking.
Oh, I was only gonna say that the game is fun because you rely on your ears.
Oh.
It's different, yeah.
I'm partially deaf in my right ear, so that might not be too good. I'll need you to be the ears, but I could be the gun.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Okay, let's see. What's some of the common myths about Twitch streaming that you would like to debunk? Like sometimes people are a little over enthusiastic about something, and then they get into it and they don't realize that it's like way harder than what they're thinking. Like what are some of the myths that you would like to tell someone who's watching, who's got the grit to do it, but might not be expecting some of the hardship? What would you say to them?
Can you try to rephrase that? I'm not getting the question right. Like basically telling them that being too excited is not a good thing kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. So if I never streamed and I was like, I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna get like 1 million viewers, I'm gonna get rich, you know, some myths. There's just common myths and misconceptions about streaming. Is there any that come to your mind that you would like to debunk? Tell people, hey, you shouldn't think this way. You should think more like this.
Oh, Again, don't consider Twitch as a career unless you're really gonna hustle it. When I mean by hustling, uh, I guess I'll spill the beans. There are some streamers out there that will go to other streamers to like cheer them on and whatnot, and then eventually those other streamers go to that streamer's stream, right? So they get more views, they get the raids and whatnot. But at the long run, if you keep doing that, you're gonna be emotionally unstable. It tires your emotion. So that's what I mean by hustling.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know where I'm going. Help.
No, it made sense. I understood what you were trying to say.
Like,
don't die.
Basically, don't go. Make yourself known, but don't go to streams that you don't enjoy watching. Is what I'm gonna say, because if you go there, you say hi, and then you're trying to convince them to go to your stream, kind of situation, then you start to feel emotionally drained, and that is not a good thing.
Yeah. I actually, being in the career that I'm in, owning DomiToonami.com, I try and go and help people for free throughout Reddit and Facebook groups. And I'm in a Facebook group that a lot of individuals that are trying to start out kind of go, hey, follow, follow me, I'll follow you, follow.
Yeah.
And there's people,
don't do that.
They're
that.
dead.
That's bad.
Their stream is dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
the algorithm hates you when you do that. It really just yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you're gonna try for sponsorship, if they find out you're doing that like in a Discord or a certain community, they won't sponsor you at all. They won't put your advertisement on at all. They don't
Wow.
like those. Yeah, you gotta be
Well, to
careful
the
with
contrary, there's also, on the complete flip side of that, there's actually people who fake sponsorships. I don't know if you knew that, but it's not illegal to pretend that you're sponsored by somebody on Twitch. So
what?
so some individuals will actually say that they're like sponsored by I don't know, EVGA or sponsored by Monster or
Right,
whatever.
Legends.
And yeah, Raid Shadow Legends, get that. Don't bring that crap into here. No, I hate Raid Shadow Legends.
I hate that advertisement. I swear.
I know, it's so annoying. But anyway, I'm sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Oh jeez. But yeah, people can fake sponsor. They can have a sponsor where they actually aren't affiliated with that company, and it's not illegal to do that. Now, the problem with that in the future is if you are fake partnering with someone like, I don't know, let's give an example. I Buy Power. And then let's say, I don't know, Cyber PC genuinely actually wanted to reach out to you and sponsor you. They won't, because they think that you have a sponsor for somebody else. So they won't even try and attempt you. So it's very interesting, but it's very bad to have a fake sponsor on your Twitch account. It's the same principle of like every food company or every whatever. They're constantly like, #1 brand, #1 something, or like car dealers. We're the #1 car sales. And like, there's no, it's so bullcrap. And yeah, you don't need to do it. It's a waste of time. But yeah, that's another thing that I see that can definitely hurt streams. What's another thing that really hurts streams? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go over something. Here's a pet peeve from yours truly. Individuals who do not respect or understand the limitation of your internet speed and the quality that comes out of it. For instance, we have professional streamers like Tim the Tap Man, with Nick Merckx, Dr. Lupo. I think Dr. Lupo is actually on 1080. But a lot of individual professional streamers that use a lower resolution than 1080p, and they do have 8,000 bit rate, but you can't be doing 1080p 60 FPS at 6,000 bit rate. Your stream looks garbage. It drives me up a wall. And sometimes I'll tell people, listen, you got to do 1600 by 900 on a 6K bitrate. That's like the absolute peak. That's the peak of our technology right now that we can achieve. And some people listen to it and they have, just like this stream, absolute perfect clarity. And then sometimes they'll be like, some guy in chat said I should do 1080p because it looks grainy. Well, it looked grainy because he has crappy internet and you have different qualities, you know, because you can change the quality from 900 to 720 to 480p. And the guy doesn't know any better, so he's trying to give you the best advice ever because, you know, when you're starting out, a lot of people in chat try and help you, but they don't always help for the better. So the biggest pet peeve I have is people changing that setting and not understanding how detrimental it is to have a good quality viewing experience for those in chat. So do you have any other pet peeves?
Me? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Related to streamers or streaming that you can share. What's a pet peeve?
I don't like. What do I exactly don't like? I guess I don't like people going on bathtubs. Like, hello? Why are you bathtubbing on Twitch?
Jeez. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh my god.
You know,
for real, honestly though, I don't like it when streams are like unenergetic.
Okay.
Or when the I hate it when people tell me to watch them or raid them. Like, listen here, I don't know you. Why are you telling me to do this?
Oh yeah, it's just like coming in for follower or whatever.
Yeah,
it's not quite as bad, but yeah.
Maybe, maybe if you do a good conversation with me, you're actually funny, and then you What's this? Suddenly say subtle. You subtle. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Subtly. Yeah,
Subtly
subtly.
say that you're gonna stream, but you're not saying that you're streaming. Then I'll raid you. Then I'll follow you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a part of streaming etiquette for sure, is asking too much too soon. There's a lot of like emotions that go on between like being a streamer. You mentioned it yourself, like about how you can sometimes get, maybe not you and yourself, but if you stream too much, you can get burnt out, and sometimes chat takes a toll on you. So you're doing all of these things to try and keep yourself uplifted and energetic and ready for your friends to come hang out and watch you play. But then these people are trying to have like this shortcut, and instead of being a part of your friends and being a part of your community, they try and shortcut and just say, hey, yeah, I've been here for like 20 minutes, give me a shout out, give me a raid. It's like, what? Like,
No. No.
how about no?
How about you use reverse psychology, please?
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting how entitled the culture is on Twitch, and it's one of those things where I definitely think the those who understand the 101 of communication on Twitch is definitely more understanding, and they don't cross the boundaries quite as much.
Oh my gosh, what Bolt said. I kind of understand that. Like, there are some people out there who just they change as they keep getting more viewers and they start being an asshole. I stopped watching those people. They used to be so humble and nice. It's like, oh, not anymore. See you another day.
Yeah. Yeah, the people who start to get big. I have 3 cases of that before I started my company. And even before Fiverr. Yeah, I helped these individuals out, and one person I'm still friends with, but the other 2 I'm not. It was back. I used to play Destiny a whole lot, and Destiny 2 came out, and I was fairly popping on that game. I think I was probably around like 40 to 38 concurrent viewership. It was before the affiliate program was even a thing. So you had to have, I don't remember what it was at the time, but I think it was like 100 average viewers or something, or maybe it was more than that before you could apply for partnership. And that's what I was going for. And a couple people were really consistent with being in my streams and asking me questions. And so I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll help you out. Why not? Like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm always willing to help. My personality is like, in order for the betterment of our future, more people need to be doing what we're doing, right? So we need more people to be streaming in order for streaming to start accepting 4K or something, like to better the infrastructure. We need to share this and get more people to do it. That's my opinion. Whether I'm right or wrong is for another discussion. So I started helping this individual out, and they were a nobody. They had 0 followers, or maybe 1. It might have been their significant other at the time, and I helped them out, got them all set up, and oh man, they were great. They were streaming. They started blowing up. I think they were the fastest person I've ever seen grow. It was impeccable, and I think it was like 500 viewers in a week. Or 500 followers, I'm sorry, in a week. And they went from 0 people watching them to like 120 people concurrently. Like in a week, they blew up. It's absolutely insane. And this person was listening to what I had to say. We're just going to name it Pulp, because it's funny. We're just going to name the person Pulp. And Pulp... Pulp... Eventually, when I went on to their stream, I was like, hey, this is really awesome. I'm glad your stream, turned out really well. Is there like anything that you need me to help or fix? Because I was really excited with their growth. And I was kind of hinting that their audio wasn't really that great, but I wasn't just going to come out and say it at the time. And they're like, who are you? You helped me set up what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like,
Oh,
I helped you get started. I helped you set up. I was just seeing if you needed any kind of microphone tips. And they were just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So like I just sat there. I literally, this is bad. I used to drink at this time too. And I was like staring at the stream. And I just like hit clip. And I just listened to that over and over and over again. And I was like sipping on whiskey. And I'm just like, is this? Like, what is this? Like, why would somebody treat you so terribly?
my God.
Yeah,
That's horrible. What?
It was so... Yeah, so needless to say, it was really unfortunate. And I'll make the next one a little bit quicker. This one I'm still friends with, Lil Show, and he comes in every now and then to my stream still. And we used to play a lot of video games together, and he started streaming through the inspiration from watching my streams, and I helped set him up too. But he blew up even more than I did because his personality is fantastic. It's just like you, Pope. I mean, it's such an energy aura that just draws people in, and there's no real explanation to why. But he was fantastic. But he grew super fast, too quick. And then when I would try and play video games or whatever with him, it was always, just a shrug off, like, I can't do that. I'm playing with somebody else. I don't need, it was like we're really super good friends, and they started streaming, and then he kind of disappeared, kind of thing. It was unfortunate, but luckily, he didn't say anything ever too rude to me, and we're still friends. So it's an understanding moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? I don't know you. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who you are.
My goodness.
Yeah. So always be careful who you're helping out, because I mean, free is free. It's not that you should expect anything back, but I do believe in mutual respect. Of course, you don't have to do or give anything to somebody who's giving you help for free, but a little bit of respect needs to be there. You can't just throw somebody in the dirt after they've given you their life. We all talk about time as invaluable. Like, you can't replace time. If somebody is 90 years old with $1 billion and you're 20 years old with $100, they're going to switch with you every time. Every time. Like, your time is irreplaceable. And to not have any kind of slight respect for somebody who's going to give you their time, it just says more about you than it does anything else in the world.
That's true. That's really true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just put my time on people that I don't expect anything in return, honestly. I try to avoid anything. I try to avoid gaining something, because it usually hurts me. If I try
That is
to ask
true.
for gain.
That is true.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's the good point. It's not bad to ask for the respect, but yeah, definitely don't ask for a particular thing or a way for them to treat you. But just be like, if you don't respect me, that shows me your character. It's time for me to get on out of here.
Imagine valuing your time as free. Imagine, Tofu. Oh my God.
So, Pope, ultimately, we've got about 15 minutes left, and I want to ask another question to you, because I talked a lot there. What motivates you to get up in the morning? What is your fuel? What inspires you?
Wait, for what? For my work or for Twitch?
In a general purpose in life, what are your goals?
Eat good food. I want good food. That's all I want.
You want good food? That's all you want? That's your purpose in life? You are literally an actual living fox at this point, I swear.
Wait, what? No.
Oh my goodness. Imagine asking someone, what is your purpose? Like what are you gonna wake up for? You know, you got all this life to live, places to see. And she just goes, I want food. I want food. Give me nummies. I want nothing in return but food.
It's very generalized, but hey, traveling the world to eat food, that's amazing, okay? Hear me out.
Oh my fuck. I can't with you. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, if it's food that inspires you, what is something that people misunderstand about you, Pope?
Eh?
What do people misunderstand about you?
That's a good question. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, what would you think? Because don't, I don't know myself that well. I don't think.
No, I think people fairly understand some of the things, you know. I think they might not understand why you throw a grenade instead of melee every time on Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm bad at the controls. I don't know controls yet.
All right. How about this one? We'll wrap it up here. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Don't go to college. Just go for a licensed massage therapist. That is my advice to my younger self.
Really?
I swear.
You wouldn't go to college, Pope?
Dude, I wasted my college life for nothing, man. I wasted 20 grand for a piece of paper I never used.
Wow. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you go to college for? Because I don't actually know that I know that answer.
I'm not a college dropout, Tofu. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah. I went for... First, I was gonna go for BA in secondary education, but I changed my mind. I figured, you know what? Maybe I could do AA for secondary education and then BA, which I did get for English literature, so that I could teach English, not just in the US, but also in a different country. Well, that didn't happen because I'm really bad at teaching. I did get the degree, but I
Pope.
ended up not getting a...
Do you see my face right now, Pope? Yes.
Are you mad? Are you mad because I got my college for English literature?
Yes! That is exactly why I'm pissed off. Because you, of all people, decided to get an English, a bachelor's in English, and you still you can't spell. You're worse than me, and I'm homeschooled. Oh my god.
For real, I was good. I was pretty literate back then, but then I don't use it that much. It's just like math. If you don't write enough, you just end up dwindling and doing bad. You know?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add, Pope? Because we're about to wrap it up here.
Not a lot. But definitely what License Crime said, they didn't deserve you, whoever that asshole was.
Oh, well, I appreciate, I appreciate that you would say such humbling words. And
Oh, and also you're an inspiration. You're one of the people who have inspired me to stream. I see your streams and it's like, oh, you're a good example.
aw, thank you, Pope.
You're
That's
welcome.
so nice of you.
You're welcome.
Well, I have to say, not because you said it, but I've told you before, you're a very good inspiration to me as well, because you help me improve on things that sometimes I wouldn't improve. And you've helped me too, like when the live character thing for streaming Beat Saber came out. That's something that I wasn't.
Cat.
Yeah, flat cat, flat cat. I love flat cat. Yeah,
It's your personality.
absolutely. But you've been there to help me out, and when I tell you small things, I feel like you actually pay attention and try and implement them. And that's really all that we can do, is always try. And if it doesn't work, we don't have to keep trying, but it's good to see that the things are paying off. And it wouldn't be without your hard work in implementing those things that it wouldn't pay off if you didn't make those actions on it. So I'm really excited. Our next podcast is going to be with Mjolnir's handler, who might actually be getting his name changed to Derma or Mr. Derma. It depends. He's thinking about changing and rebranding himself, but he's actually taken some of my advice from DomiToonami.com, #plug. But he's been taking my advice that I've been kind of sharing with you, Pope, and he was really happy to see a lot of improvement in his stream as well and kind of get to grow. But ultimately, it comes down to the heart and soul of the lion, as I'll say, which is, I can tell you 1,000,001 things, but it's up to you to implement them. It's up to you to make the change into your life, and it's up to you to have the grit to do it every day. So not only am I inspired by you, Prope, I am proud of you. You are an amazing human being, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And let's thank our viewers for tuning in today. We appreciate you guys being here. I hope I got to most of your questions. And if you really like this, let us know in the Discord. You can go into FakePope's Discord and let us know if you'd like to see a few more of these, because there are, I'm sure, some questions that a lot of you would still like to have answered. But without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, MJ. Bye, MJ. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I don't have a hand.